squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, a group with a lot to prove here today. Taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Vanderbilt's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you've got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred. Because it's a rivalry game, they'll keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Got a little space. Got the first down. Looking for more. There he goes. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. And the Commodores racing to the line in a hurry. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Vandy. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And he's on bottom of it. Now it's lost. The ball's loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Well, this guy's really feeling it. Of course, last week he had 2 sacks, and here he is in this one, registering his first. This guy very quickly is making a name for himself as one of the best pass rushers in college football.
And his son's just inside that right upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about in that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity.
And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there and get it, build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads, showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. They'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
The give out of the gun. And he's still running after the move.
When the running back gets going, gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Intercepted. Big play. Stop the run. Not a lot of room on the return, but he already got the most important thing. The ball. They have it at the 46.
that's now their third sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front seven. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can put those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Football, you really turn quick and down quick. And then you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick. And obviously,
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
He lost one down the sideline. Brings it down on the right side. Running free. Finds the finish line for the touchdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Fitzgerald. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And that's the 4th sack this offensive line has given up today. And guess what? You thought they'd be better. Last week, they got their butts chewed out. 6 sacks they gave up. This week, on their way to doing it again, this offensive line has to step up.
Doors have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Baker. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down, just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the defense is going to get 2 for the safety.
And how about this defense understanding where they are in the field? They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
They'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Set to kick this one away.
Find some fresh air.
The returner brings it out to the 36.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That's caught. It's Matthews. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit of time to get to that first down mark. Gives it on the option. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Trying play action. And they can't make the connection. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock blocked. Maybe even done a team high low chop on every single play.
Which is illegal. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would just rough the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Well, we always talk about the importance on defensive tackling. This secondary, they're going to have to really play with great effort and do a better job tackling these wideouts.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Got the quick pass. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. And now on second down for this offense. It's a draw. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Hard in the backfield, it's Bishop. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Off the play fake. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
Quarterback moving. Got some room into the goal line. He steps out of bounds just short of the end zone, and they'll try to punch it in from there.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the first down. This defense, it's kind of a pick your poison. Too soft, too laid back, he runs it and takes off. Too much pressure, he can run it and run away from guys and take off. So, nice third down conversion by the quarterback.
And he hammers his way in for a touchdown.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. They took it 68 yards on that drive and finished the deal with a short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that.
They get him up, rush, and it pays
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He gets a block. Followed him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They've got a first down here to open the period. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Rushes on him. And a throw before he wanted. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Quickly complete. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Staley. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. On the ground, it's Bishop. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defenses defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And into the end zone for a touchdown. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
And he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the boxes. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Virginia Tech is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Michael Vick should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 10 to Virginia. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know.
How about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocated. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs, and hopefully move the football.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Here's the handoff. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to pass, it's Baker. Bringing the heat. Got a man, it's Wallace. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down. And the Commodores want to move quickly.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up. And you got to communicate.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Let's take a big view here about Vanderbilt. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a three-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, you can get a couple dudes like that. All of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this three-star offensive lineman who is very highly recruited, that is a massive win with this head coach.
They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
First down, Commodores.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. It'll be third and long. Here we go. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the
biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
Splits the uprights. Good. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to go up top on first down. Buys a little time. Makes the catch. It's Staley. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Off play action. Caught near the sticks. It's Staley. Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line.
Flare! Cricket!
They'll run it from the gun. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. A lot of urgency for this offense.
Brings up 2nd down.
Makes the grab. It's Staley. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Wants to throw on first down. The short hands. It's Matthews.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
After the first down completion, it's 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
He's brought down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He got it, and he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. This quarterback part of their running game. And it's in for a touchdown.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, man. They continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. It's Fitzgerald. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Back to throw, it's Baker. Pressure coming, and the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
A loss of 9.
Goodness Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
Again. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Commodores will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Not sure they had to adjust much. Still trying to build on this lead. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. That's caught. It's Staley. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And that receiver makes that play look so routine, but it takes so much practice. Running that curl route over and over again against every type of zone coverage imaginable so that on game day, that receiver can find the soft spot no matter what coverage the defense is in.
Got it behind the line. It's Staley. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Rush coming in high, and they have got him at the 29.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer. They were able to get the...
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can back the ball down, they can be in position. They don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Second down coming up.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated.
Heel off one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Commodores decide to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
They'll get down and put a stop to a return at about the 28-yard line. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got it in the middle. It's Peterson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. Big play offense, and it has them and 10 from the 25. Got room to work. Picks up the first down. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Caught in the backfield, it's Matthews. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Try to march their way in. And it'll be a touchdown. Bravo, the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point is good. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
On those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Dropping back, it's Baker. Intercepted for the 11th time. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. Using his legs, it's Lewis.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you some spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to hold off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently.
From the gun, wants to pass. Caught, close to the marker, it's Matthews. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Brought down at the 20-yard line. And first down for the offense.
If you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. From the red zone, it's Lewis. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
A first down run in the red zone. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
He'll ride his man on the option. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. Fight through adversity after that last drive.
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Martin will throw it. Gets it to him on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like understanding, I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
The Commodores will send out the punt unit. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
I like the execution by this defense. Nice job, situational football, right? Like understanding where the sticks are. You probably know they're going to pass the football on this down. Great job breaking on the football when the quarterback throws it and forcing the incompletion.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Hauls it in, 1st down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Hart. Sure hands, it's Peterson. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
If you want to sit back in zone, it's my job to find holes as the wide receiver in the zones. Nice little curl route, goes right behind the defender. Great pitch and catch.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on an RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. He'll keep it himself, fighting off the defender. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Commodores are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. The big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a short lead. An easy conversion for this offense. The Commodores will have it 1st and 10. They'll try the run. He breaks the tackle.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run it.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used for that.
And the wall comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense got it. They're on the run. And they get him on the ground. They get the turnover. They get a chunk of yards, and they are in business.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
On the... Double.
First play of the drive will come from the 43.
Set.
Give to the running back. Powers through the defender.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Even with this lead, they'll throw again. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in this rivalry.